You're born in a longhouse. The first sensations your brain registers are the acrid sting of peat smoke and a draft that could freeze the marrow in your bones. Welcome to the 9th century. Survival here isn't a right, it's a miracle. The weak are claimed by the first frost, so you stand in the snow barefoot, and you just learn to endure. You're Gunnar, a free man. On paper, that sounds great. In reality, it means you're breaking your back tilling rocky, stubborn soil, while the local earl is drowning in a cask of stolen rum, celebrating a life of luxury you'll never see. But the ocean is calling. Word is, to the west, there are stone churches where gold is just lying on the floor like common gravel. Easy pickings. You hawk everything you own, your livestock, your tools, just to secure a spot on the next voyage. Let's check your loadout. What does a Viking actually need to stack bodies? A helmet with horns? Throw that in the trash. Horns are for cattle. In a real scrap, a horn is just a handle for your enemy to grab and snap your neck. You want a smooth, cold steel dome. Chainmail? That costs a literal fortune. Your best bet is a gambeson. Thick layers of linen and wool that act like 9th century Kevlar. Your shield is crafted from linden wood. Why? Because it's soft and sticky. The enemy's axe gets caught in the grain, and while he's struggling to yank it out, you deliver the final blow. The axe. This is your multi-tool. You use it to chop wood, build a hut, and split sacks and skulls. It's cheap, it's reliable, and it's terrifying. A sword? Forget it. A sword costs as much as a fleet of cattle. Only the Jarls or lucky scavengers carry those. On your belt, you've got a scramasax, a long knife for carving meat at dinner or carving throats in a crowded mosh pit. Plot twist. You aren't a dirty barbarian. You actually wash more than the monks you're about to visit. A bone comb is your high-tech gadget. The rations, dried cod. It's basically a flavored brick. You need teeth like a troll to get through it. The vessel, a longship. It's fast, flexible, and barely draws any water. This tech was centuries ahead of its time. No wind? You grab the oars. Rowing for 10 hours straight in the freezing spray. Your back is on fire, your hands are raw meat. That's your human motor. No GPS. Just the sun, the birds, and gut instinct. One bad call and you're just high-protein fish food. The goodbye. Your wife hands you a cloak and looks at you with dry eyes. There are no tears in the north. These women aren't looking for hugs. They're looking for a return on investment. We push off. The sail catches the wind, the home fjord vanishes, and you're staring into a grey abyss. This isn't a cruise. You're seasick for 3 days, sleeping in a cocktail of salt water and puke. The mist lifts, green hills, fat sheep, and terrified monks. It's a looter's buffet. We hit the surf. It's ice cold. Your gear weighs a ton. If you slip, you drown 10 feet from glory. The monks don't even fight back. They just pray. To a Viking, that's just weird. Will your gods stop this axe? Let's find out. The church doors are solid oak, but our axes are hungrier. Splinters fly like gold coins. We're in. The loot. Gold crosses, silver cups, heavy candlesticks. We're ripping the gold leaf off the icons. God won't mind. He's got plenty. The Berserker. You think he's some legendary hero? No. He's a drug addict high on fermented juice and mushrooms. He's twitching, foaming at the mouth, and hitting everything that moves. Give that psycho a wide berth or he'll take your head off by mistake. The locals show up with pitchforks and bucket lids. This isn't a movie, it's a rush hour mosh pit. Smells like sweat, garlic, and pure dread. Use your axe hook. Catch the top of their shield, yank it down, and finish the job. You got a tiny scratch? Don't celebrate. The filth on that blade will kill you via sepsis faster than a blow to the heart. The monastery is burning. Black smoke is a signal to the whole coast. Pay us, or you're next. We take thralls, human cargo. They're worth more than the gold. Grab a gold-bound Bible. You can't read it, so you rip the pages out and keep the cover for the weight. Maritime Tetris. Loading the ship with crates, slaves, and livestock. If you get greedy and overload it, physics will sink you. We vanish into the blue. The local kings haven't even finished their breakfast while we're already counting coins. Need surgery? Grab a sewing needle and some deer sinew. No anesthesia, just pain and a swig of rum. Deal with it. Back home, you're treated like a god. But the hype dies fast. Now you're back to fixing the roof and cleaning the barn. Boring as hell. We don't count money, we weigh it. Hack silver is the only currency that matters. Long nights. We play board games like Hnefatafel. It's Viking chess. It teaches strategy to free men. If you have a beef with a neighbor, you settle it with words. If that fails, the Holmgang, a duel on a hide. Step off the mat and you lose. The gods demand blood. We hang offerings in the sacred grove. Odin is happy. Your fate is already woven by the Norns anyway. Will you die tomorrow or at 90? It's already decided, so why be afraid? England is picked clean, so we look east. We drag our ships over logs through the mud to reach the rivers. We're sailors turned pack mules. The steppe, the nomads, they shoot at us from horseback. We bring furs and slaves to the markets of the south. Constantinople, a city bigger than your entire country. Golden domes that blind you. The emperor pays in pure gold. You're in the Varangian Guard now, an elite bodyguard with a massive axe. You see Greek fire, magic that burns on water. Bored on guard duty, carve your name into the marble. Gunnar was here. Eternal fame. You're eating gold and wearing silk. You've forgotten the taste of rotten fish, but the North always calls you back. You return home a king with enough gold to buy the whole neighborhood. You file grooves in your teeth and fill them with charcoal. It's a terrifying smile. The fashion of the hardcore, the end of the era, 1066. The Western kings have built stone forts and hired armored knights. You aren't a farmer with an axe anymore. You're an elite mercenary. Your job is to die for someone else's gold. Your king, Harold the Hard Ruler, takes us to England one last time. We thought it was the old days, but the Saxons moved too fast. We were caught without our armor at the bridge. One lone berserker held the bridge, killing 40 men. Then a Saxon floated under the bridge in a barrel and stabbed him from below. A dirty win. Harold took an arrow to the throat. He died like a soldier, choking on his own blood. Only 24 ships went home. The Viking Age officially closed its doors. You were promised Valhalla, the VIP club for heroes. But let's be real. Most of you are going to hell, cold, damp, and boring. A lackluster eternity for the average Joe. The legacy. We didn't just burn things, we built them. Dublin, York, Kiev, those were our trade posts. Our women had more rights than anyone in Europe. They could own land and divorce you in a heartbeat. You speak our language every day. Words like window, knife, and husband are our gifts to you. Simulation complete. The era of the axe is over. You were a wolf in a world of sheep, and history only remembers the wolves. Hope you like the smell of iron and salt. Want to see a Roman gladiator or a samurai next? Drop a like. Odin is watching. Subscribe to join the crew.